Maderazo versus People of the Philippines, GR number 165065, September 26, 2006. Unjust vexation includes any human conduct which, although not productive of some physical or material harm, would, however, unjustly annoy or vex an innocent person. The paramount question to be considered in determining whether the crime of unjust vexation is committed is whether the offender's act caused annoyance, irritation, vexation, torment, distress, or disturbance to the mind of the person to whom it is directed. Maderazo had been the lessee of a stall in the Biliran public market with a monthly rental of 200 pesos. She was allowed to finish the construction of the market stall and be reimbursed through the municipal ordinance due to inadequate governmental funds. She spent 24,267 pesos for the construction of the market stall. However, she was not reimbursed by the municipality. After the construction, she then opened the stall for business. She paid the rent for the whole year of 1992 but did not pay the rentals in 1993. On January 17, 1997, she and her husband received a letter order from Mayor Melchor Maderazo, directing her to vacate the stall within 24 hours because of their failure to pay the rentals, and that the lease contract had been cancelled. On January 21, 1997, Mayor Maderazo padlocked the leased premises. The locks were opened on the authority of the mayor on January 27, 1997. The contents of the market stall were inventoried by Victor Maderazo and taken to the police station for safekeeping. While these were being undertaken, Vexation was in her farm about 4 to 5 kilometers away from the market stall. She considered the act of the mayor as a political harassment, given that her husband was then a candidate for councilor under the ticket of the opposition, and that she was a leader of the opposing party. The issue now is whether or not the party accused is guilty of the crime of unjust vexation. According to the Supreme Court's ruling, they are guilty. The second paragraph of the article is broad enough to include any human conduct which, although not productive of some physical or material harm, would unjustifiably annoy or vex an innocent person. Compulsion or restraint need not be alleged in the information, for the crime of unjust vexation may exist without compulsion or restraint. Although Vexation was not at her stall when it was unlocked, and the contents thereof taken from the stall and brought to the police station, the crime of unjust vexation was nevertheless committed. For the crime to exist, it is not necessary that the offended party be present when the crime was committed by said petitioners. It is enough that the private complainant was embarrassed, annoyed, irritated, or disturbed when she learned of the overt acts of the petitioners. Indeed, by their collective acts, petitioners evicted Vexation from her stall and prevented her from selling therein, hence losing income from the business. Vexation was deprived of her possession of the stall from January 21, 1997.